Since Infinix joined the market, they've been offering quite cheap smartphones at nice prices with good specifications. And I believe that's one of the things that have made them one of the biggest companies in the market currently. I first bought my Infinix smartphone, which was the Hot Note. This is the 6th generation of that phone. And from over the years, I've seen that most of the specs are carried forward or bettered, and the price remains affordable. The Infinix Hot 6 Pro comes with 3 GB RAM, 32 GB internal storage, a nice processor, and an 18:9 display. And it's just 15,000 Kenya shillings. There's a variant of the phone that's 12,000 Kenya shillings with 2 GB RAM, 16 GB internal storage. Both are 4G phones, they support the 4G network, and both have this exact design and display. The design of the phone is the thing that I love most. You have to use a SIM remover to access your SIM cards and micro SD card. It supports up to 64 GB external SD card. The speakers are down below. There's a micro USB. I wish it was USB Type-C, and the headphone jack is placed down below the way I like. There's a microphone over here. Over the sides, the power button and the volume rockers. There's nothing on top, but the overall look of the phone makes it is something exciting, because even the antenna band, the way the fake antenna bands are placed, because it's a plastic phone, I don't think it needs that. It just has an appeal that makes you like the device. Most people will not probably believe it's a 15K phone the first time they see it. The fingerprint scanner is quite fast, but there's also face unlock, so you can use the front 8-megapixel camera to unlock your phone. The face unlock, I've tried to fool it, still works. I know it can be fooled in other ways, but for normal daily use, for normal stuff, you won't fear somebody can unlock your phone using their face, because it's quite hard. The fingerprint scanner is quite accurate and really fast. With a 4000 milliamp battery and a 720p HD screen, you expect to have really good battery life, and that's the case with this phone. You can do 2 days, 3 days on normal use, and if you're a hard user, you can get up to 9 hours of screen on time. And that's something I really like about these phones. 9 hours of screen on time is quite good, and the performance is not taking a hit, because you're not getting lags or such kind of stuff when using the phone, so that the battery is conserved. I love that the design looks good and there's a big battery. It's not as thick of a phone, but it is not also the thinnest of the phones in the market. So the back cameras. There's a 13 megapixel plus a 2 megapixel back camera, rear dual system. At first I thought that why use a 2 megapixel in 2018? Then I saw the portrait photos that the phone takes, and they look good. You can check out for yourself some of the photos I've attached in this video and see the type of portraits this phone can take. Yes, they're not the sharpest of photos. Yes, they're not the best to compete with flagships, but they look good. The problem with the back cameras is that you can't take very stable videos, because there's no EIS and there's no OIS support for this phone. The front camera is also really good at 8 megapixel, and that is to be expected because it's to be used for face unlock. So why get the Infinix Hot 6 Pro? For me, it is the best phone currently when compared to other smartphone devices at the price range, with good value for money. Yes, the Huawei Y7 Prime at almost the same price has almost the same specs, because there's a 13 rear megapixel camera plus a 2 megapixel one. It has face unlock, there's a fast fingerprint scan and all that. But the Huawei Y7 Prime has a problem for me in terms of display. This for me is the better display in terms of color, saturation and accuracy. It also looks a little better for me than this one, although this one is thinner and sleek and has almost no branding except for this part on the front. Both have 18:9 screens, but for me, I will go with this one because I get better battery life and I get better performance. This one has performance issues. Although I love the skin on the Huawei Y7 Prime better than the skin on the Infinix Hot 6. Both use face unlock and both have pretty fast face unlock, and both are actually almost the same phone. This one is just cheaper and better for me. I wish the Infinix Hot 6 Pro supported fiber. I wish it had USB-C at the bottom, and I also wish it had fast charging. But overall, it's a good phone. If it supported fiber, I will be using it every day. If you want the phone, you can get it from local retailers. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe.